So I wanted to put off talking about Dork until there was a new issue rather than a reprint. So I was late to the game. I think this is like the third reprint of Issue 1, second of Issue 2. And I think they were on a fourth and a third by now. I'm not too sure. And then Issue 3 is a new one that came out this week. Um, all in all, I'm quite enjoying the series. It's quite good. It's about this guy who's half orc, half dwarf. He's apparently got a real name, but they call him Dork. He's got a magic shield, which apparently seems to be either very, very evil or completely not concerned about hurting people because it tends to go smash people in. And he's got this kind of chicken companion that shows up later on. Um, Basically, the idea that is there's this a light world and a dark world or area anyway on the planet on this fantasy world, and between it there's this kind of true neutral strip down the middle of it, and this guy lives in there, and he's half orc, half dwarf. So because he's a crossbreed between the light and the dark, apparently he's going to usher in the destruction of the planet. And everyone there is basically out to kill him. After a little while, when they actually discover he's real there, because originally was kind of like this fictitious thing, and now they actually know he's there. So it starts off, he's kind of reluctant to, he's kind of helps people, but reluctant to defend himself. Second issue, this guy comes after him, and he gets a bit more aggressive. Third issue, he's kind of absolutely fighting this guy, you know. But yeah, all in all, it's a fun, it's kind of light-hearted, fun series. It's kind of like over the top kind of bloodiness, but it doesn't really like matter, as it were. It's kind of like a bit like it's like a cartoon version of Invincible. There's blood sometimes flying all over the place, but it's insignificant to the actual amount of damage done. Um, so the artwork's really, really nice. It's got kind of like this kind of loose, kind of cartoony feel to it. It's kind of flows very, very cool. Um, I think the main reason I like this series um, is it kind of reminds me of the kind of like late 90s, early 2000s when we had all these indie books like Bone and like Cerebus and TMNT and a few other kind of all those kind of things that weren't massive in sales, as it were, but they were kind of like highly regarded books that were like, oh my god, you've got to read Bone, you've got to read this and that. And this kind of returns to that. And although this is Image rather than kind of like a completely independent kind of print, it's still nice to see someone kind of just going a little bit different and going a bit further away from the superhero stuff and other stuff as well. I know we get horror and all this other stuff going on, but you rarely get these kind of things going on. I can't think of what the last one was. There was another book a few years ago that was kind of like similar to this, but that was done. That was pretty cool. But yeah, this I did enjoy this. This is good. This has been a good 3 issues. I don't know how long it's planning to last. I don't think it's a mini series and they're going to stop and then do another mini series. It's going to be a continuation because obviously this storyline, technically speaking, can't continue forever. I mean, you can't keep just fending off a new bad guy every single episode, and then the kind of the prophecy never comes to pass or whatever. There has to be some kind of resolution to it or whatever. But all in all, it's fun. It's yeah, kind of cool to see something a little bit different out there. Why it's blown up and everyone's gone absolutely mad about it, and it's, we've got massive amounts of printing, and it's I don't know if it's been optioned for a TV series or whatever, or maybe I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Maybe that's what people think is going to happen with it. But for 3 books, again, they're all available now. If you're interested in this, it's definitely worth picking up. It's been a good little series so far. Pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Again, I tend to stick with these until I get a little bit fed up after 2 or 3 issues of yeah, it was all right, and then I might not pick up a third after that. But so far this is holding my interest. It's pretty cool. So there you go. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about it, really. Um, yeah, I'll probably do a breakdown once issue 4 comes along and actually start kind of looking at it in general. But just because we've got 3 issues here and it'll take a while to go through, we'll just say, a good start to a different type of comic book, which is pretty cool. So there you go. So yeah, thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.